For a moment. Honestly, I felt like I was in some sort of oompa band in Nuremberg or somewhere. It was wonderful. I hope you've missed me, because I have missed you. It's my first day back and forth. We've got shiny new counters. It feels like, you know, if you move desks at work and everything's all shiny and new. That's exactly what it feels like today. And what a day to come back. We are in the midst of our end of summer sale. Sizzling hot deals, that's what that is, and that's what we've got for you, up to 70% off all the way through until next Sunday. So Sara said, do you know what? Why don't we just get together some of those amazing deals, and put them all in one show, which is what we've done. So Sara's here with me. How are you, Sara?
Oh, have you got food on the brain again?
Already.
It's going to be a long afternoon. Yes, my word. We've got an awesome 2 shows planned for you. So you've got me and Joe all afternoon. I said afternoon UK time, morning/lunchtime for you guys in the US. This show here, right? So you know, like my favourite thing, and I'm always going on and on, is our Edgeables. We've got the most colossal deal on some of our really, really intricate laser cut design Edgeables. The most colossal deal. If you don't have these Edgeables, trust me, today is your unbelievable lucky day. And I've got demo after demo after demo after demo to walk you through them, a full-on masterclass. Plus, I've snuck in a couple of extra bits like our boxes. Basically, I had a look at what was going on in the summer sale and I said, right, which of those do I really want to teach people new techniques with, show them things with? So I've picked out some of the best deals. There's loads of awesome deals on the website as part of our end of summer sale though. So have a little look through while you're putting an order together. But I promise you this, what a 2 hours we've got lined up for you. Isn't that right, boss over there?
Absolutely, it is. I'll take that. Yes, get yourself over to the website, shop this show, and of course, also make sure you're going and shopping that end of summer sale category as well. Pop yourself over to the website. That's where it all starts. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. There, of course, you can watch and shop at the same time. If you want to get involved in the show as we go through, it's really easy to do. Loads of you are saying hello already, actually. Sarah's here from Melbourne. I can see Sheila in Virginia, Darlene in San Antonio, and Donna is saying hi from Georgia as well. 2 ways for you to get in touch with us. You can get in touch, well, 3 ways actually. You can get in touch with us on Facebook, over on the Crafters TV Facebook feed. There in the live feed, in those comments, I'll be picking those up. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can also drop into the comments there as well. And also, if you wanted to, you can email us, and you can email us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. That is where you can also send your pictures to us as well. And I know there's lots of you that will maybe own a lot of the stuff that we've got coming up in this show because it's some of your all-time favourites at Sizzling Hot Deals.
I need to practice that if I'm going to be with you. Sizzling hot deals, is that right?
That's it, yeah.
Sizzling.
Absolutely.
Right.
We are like a big crafty sausage on a barbecue today. That's what we are. We are sizzling and we are ready to bring you some great deals. Right, we're going to start with Edgeables, which are one of your absolute all-time favourite. I don't think I've ever said this to you before, though. You buy 2, you get 4 free. I said you buy 2, you get 4 free. How on earth? Shut the front door and put the schmetterlings out. How have we managed this? In here, you're going to get the butterfly lace, which is that one just there, and you're also going to get the Edwardian rose. Now, they're the only 2 that you're paying for. That's it. The rest of these are going to be free of charge. So, the heartfelt wish. I'm just hearing how busy it is for these already. You're also going to get the ornate henna in there. You've then got as well the traditional lace. And finally, the Venetian scrolls. Sara, why are our Edgeables so legendary? It's like one of the main things that we're known for, isn't it? It is.
We are not just known for it, we are famous for it the world over. And I think it's because it's very clever how the Edgeables work. Do you know, I'll get one out and show you actually, right? So let's get the little heart out here. So the idea with each of these is it doesn't have a cutting edge on the bottom. So you can see there, the cutting edge starts here, goes all the way around the top and stops here, but stays connected in the card. So let me find one of these nice heart. Well, it doesn't have to be the heart, it can be anywhere. Look at this butterfly one here, for example, okay? So what happens is the butterfly has stayed connected into the card here, but cuts above the card like that. I love this. I love all of them, right? Or there's the heart that we were talking about, right? Oh, it's not the heart, actually, this is the lace one. Can you see, it's a wrap down. I'm going to teach you how to do all these cards in the show. Stay connected in and connect round to meet in the middle. Or this on the same size but smaller. Look at this one here. So this is one of the ones you pay for. You bear in mind you're only paying for 2 and you're getting 4 free. A wrap gatefold where it meets in the middle, or you can take it another level. Instead of having it meet in the middle, they can meet and then feed out from the outside. So can you see that one there? You've got these gorgeous butterflies connected on the top, connected at the sides. Or what about doing, and I'm just going to keep, this is going to be me. Oh, what about this? Oh, what about that, right? Where we've taken it on the edge of here. And bear in mind, I have now done, this is what, my 4th or 5th Edgeable masterclass, and every single Edgeable, I mean, look how gorgeous that card is, Joe, and so easy to do. Every single card that I make in an Edgeable class, you can do with any Edgeable, because they all work on the same principle of staying connected into the card. I mean, look at this. This is actually, how fabulous is that card then? These are like a double layer of an Edgeable to give you that background. Or wedding invites and things like that, where you've just got the nice, simple colours. This is one of Craig's. I love that one. The black on here looks amazing. And this one here, can you see it's going to stand on its own because it's got that acetate on the bottom. So many clever techniques you can do with them. I'm going to show you all of these. I'm going to teach you how to do loads of these techniques as we're going through. This is a full-on Edgeables masterclass, right? However, I don't know, because, so bear in mind, right, this is an Edgeables masterclass. However, it's an Edgeables masterclass with a stupid, ridiculous deal that we never do in masterclasses. So I'm going to keep demoing, even if we sell out of all of the special deal, because I'm literally expecting it to be that busy.
Awesome. It is already that busy. Just in that small amount of time, already 10% of the stock of the Edgeables totally sold out and gone. Loads of you have jumped in and popped that into your basket already. Unbelievable price there. One of them, just one of the Edgeable dies is $9.99. If you want to go and buy one of them on our website, be our guest. Why would you though, when for an extra $9.99, you get 5 more? You're paying for 2. We're sending you 6, which is amazing. It really, really is. You're getting 4 for free. Now, we're going to move on. We've got some amazing boxes available for you on the show. And they are coming together. And again, they're quite an unbelievable price. So they should be, this one here, for instance, this should be £34.90. That is right, isn't it? For one, yes, it should be that for one. You are not even paying full price for one, and we're going to send you 2. So let me show you what these make. That's the honeycomb. That's the bonbon box that you've got just there. Now we're going to give you a discount and give you for free this one here, which makes you the gift carton box, which is that one there. So those ones are absolutely beautiful, as you can see. So there's those 2. That's one option. £27 if you're in the UK, $31 if you're in the US. You're saving nearly £42, almost $49 there. We've then also got for you this one just here. Now this is your honeycomb, and again you're not even paying full price for one of these, which is amazing. And the honeycomb, that's what that's going to make for you, that gorgeous little box just there. Now you're going to get though, of course, included as well, this one, which is the trinket box, which is also absolutely beautiful. Think about different cardstocks, different materials, different textures. Sara's going to show you so much as we go through the show. These boxes though, Sara, I mean, I'm going to be completely honest, right? They look very hard to make when you see them constructed.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Everything's got to look really hard and difficult, but actually we've done the dies to work out how to make it super easy. So every one of these is basically, you cut them out twice, connect them together. Whether you do them, I mean, I'm going to show you this later in the show, whether you do them in the gorgeous Centura Pearl, which we have on the show as well, or whether you want to do them, a bit of a heads up by the way, when I do this box, when I demonstrate this, all of our construction acetate is going to sell out. We have a limited quantity. I've asked them to reserve 100% of all the quantity we have in our warehouse onto this show because I wanted to do the construction boxes. They are fabulous. So if you're putting an order together and you're going to be getting the boxes, or you've already got them, get the construction acetate because the boxes look incredible in that construction acetate as well. So you'll be amazed when you see how easy it is.
You're gonna want the construction acetate as well. I know that we were having our little meeting that we have before the show, and we were saying, I'm not sure we've got enough of the acetate to last the entire show. If you want to get your hands on it, it is available right now on the show. It's $9.99 or $13.99. It is 30 sheets, 220 microns, so it's a really, really good weight. However, a fifth of the day's stock has already sold out there. I see a theme, you know, and what I'm going to say to you is, get ahead, get your orders in, especially for the heavily discounted items, because I just can't see them being around for the entirety of the show. Already super busy across on our website. Right, we're going to move on to something else, which is rather fabulous. Oh yeah, great deals, even on signature collection product for you. This is the Spring is in the Air clearance collection with 14 different elements in here, and it's really great because you've got some really usable dies within this collection that you could use together, or you could use totally separately. It's up to you. You've got this gorgeous little frame, which is a doily frame, and then you've also got the doily border, which works beautifully with that. We're then going to give you not any old flourishes. Oh no, fanciful flourishes is what you're receiving in here, because we're a fancy kind of place here. And these are great because you can make frames out of these, you can make corners out of them, because you can really stack and layer them up, which is awesome. And then also we've got the Life is Beautiful, which are these gorgeous dies here, which create that wonderful sentiment. Life is a beautiful dream. You've got the matte layers here, and you've got those topper elements as well. You are saving way more than you're spending again with this one. You're saving here, I'm just hearing 10% already gone since the start of the show. You're saving £22 almost, nearly $28 here with this. £14 or $17 is your price today for that one. Also, have you seen this gorgeous selection of products that I've got right here in front of me? Oh yes, even more. We've got for you the gorgeous Nature's Garden beautiful butterfly collection available on the show. I've got a handful of wonderful things that you can make from this gorgeous collection as well. But here's everything you're getting. So in here, you're going to get a 3D embossing folder, you're going to get a trellis die, you're going to get a floral border, you're going to get the lace frame as well. We're going to give you some stamps and dies too. You've got the butterfly dreams in there, and then we're also going to give you another stamp and die set, the rose bloom, and we've got that Just to Say acrylic stamp collection in there as well. So loads and loads of value. Again, £40 or $65. You're saving $36.93 or $60.77, which is awesome. So it's almost a half price deal. And I think if you were looking for a really comprehensive collection of one of our either Nature's Garden or signature collections in the sale, this is probably it, because just have a quick look at some of the beautiful things that you can make with this collection. Some of the things, if you love ornate, if you love girly and lacy and floral and all of those things, then this is 100% the collection for you. It is really, really versatile as well, which is why I know you guys love it so much. Great deal for you on that. Already busy there too. Right, something else that's almost like a bit of a wild card in the show is Santa's Kitchen. But you guys have absolutely loved this collection recently. So I'm just going to quickly run through what you're getting in here. So what you've got is these wonderful stamps and dies, and it's basically a concept around making gorgeous tags. So I think this is why I absolutely love it so much. In here, you're going to get the Santa's Kitchen Comfort, Joy and Cookies. These are real usable recipes that you've got in here as well. You've then got the Sweet Season Wishes, which is this one just here, which is absolutely gorgeous. You're also going to get as well the Sugar and Spice, which is this one here. This one has got that gorgeous homemade fruit muffin recipe on here. We've got Baking Spirits Bright. My spirits are always bright when there's baking involved. This has got that gorgeous chocolate brownie recipe. We're going to give you some ribbon, because that's going to be great to tie your tags on, but also, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? I've knocked my first card over, there we are. What you're also going to get in here as well is you're going to get this beautiful paper pad. Now, is the paper pad available individually, Johnny? Oh, we'll find out, because it's definitely in the collection, 100%. It's in there. You're going to get it with the ribbon. Everyone will get the paper, but it's a beautiful paper pad. Whether you're using it with this collection or with your wider Christmas crafts, you're going to adore it. It really is absolutely gorgeous, and it's double-sided as well. £56 or $75. This is great, sorry, because it almost like it's one craft you love that feeds into something else that you love to do as well.
I know, this was my kind of like concept. So I do loads of baking at Christmas, right? But how much nicer, for example, look at these little projects here, where you could be giving somebody some of your homemade cookies, or in my case, your little homemade fudges or whatever it is, but then adding the little recipe card on the bottom. Now, where that came from is these are super popular. You know, where people take like a mason jar and then pop in all of the extra ingredients that you need, but then give you all of the instructions on how to make, like, for example, homemade chocolate brownies. Or this one here, what about this little drawer here? And you could be giving people, if I just open these up, you could be putting little bits of hot chocolate in here, and then you've got your little hot chocolate instructions on the front. How gorgeous is that? And actually the one that I'm going to make, if we get chance a little bit later on in the show, the one that I'd love to show everyone how to make is this one here. It's like it's all the instructions for homemade chocolate chip cookies, but then also little hot chocolate in there, little pen, little homemade tags in here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful gift set. Honestly, I had these on HSN earlier this week, Joe, and people just absolutely fell in love with these. We had a mega bundle, which is essentially what you're seeing on your screen today, completely sold out. Completely sold out before we even got to do the show, because it's been that popular. So if you love this, you're going to have to get hold of it now, because we literally, I mean, we've had this out, a few weeks now. You're getting down to the last of the stock that we have from our global fulfillment centre here in the UK. So you're not going to get much chance to keep seeing your Santa's Kitchen.
Absolutely, make sure you grab that if you want it. Now, we're going to dive into some of the sale things that are on the show. Basically, Sara went through and was like, well, I'm having that, and I'm having that, and I'm having that, and I'm having that. And we've put it on the show. So it's a random collection of things that are at an amazing deal as part of our end of summer sale. Oh, honestly, the waves and the sea. Where's the sun cream? Someone give me a lemon top. I feel like I am back at the beach. Right, I want to share with you some of the amazing things that we've got on incredible knockdown prices as part of our summer sale. Now remember, we've only got a snapshot of the end of summer sale in every show, so make sure you go across to the website and you shop the whole collection over there. I want to share with this because hundreds of you have gone for this since we discounted it by half, $3.75 or $6, and it is the Hoop Trio that you've got here from the ever popular Crafty Fun collection there. If you want to get that, do grab it. I know it's been very busy on that already. We've got some stamps for you as well. This one here is what some of our acrylic stamps, I'll try that again, and it is called The Best View, and it says the best view comes after the hardest climb. It really, really does. £1.75 English pennies, or $2.25 if you are in the US. Now, I love this next one. This one is awesome because it enables you to print off some of your pictures that you may have, you know, just like in your smartphone, and turn them into amazing giftable craft projects, which is awesome. And when it's 60%, I'll just get the correct details for you. So this is the Primrose Corner that we're looking at just here. There it is, £5.75, $7.75. It's a 70% saving, which is awesome. It should be £20 or $26. You've got all the dies and the stamps to create gorgeous projects using pictures that we, let's face it, so often don't do much with. Now, the next one I've got for you, one of our outline dies, and this one here is the charming blue tit that we've got, and it is a gorgeous outline die. If you love doing things like your stained glass window techniques, you love to paper piece, this is 100% the die for you. You can even flip it and double them up if you wanted to as well. Maybe have like a pair of them is another great way of using it. £3.75 or $4.75 if you want to go for those. And also Normandy frame. Now, our cut and emboss folders are, I'm going to say it, they're legendary because you've got an embossing folder and a cutting edge in there, all in one. And when we bring them to you at what, $12.95 or $16.95 this should be, absolutely shut the front door, amazing value every single day. However, you can get them in the sale, hello, £5 or $6.75, over 60% off. I mean, it really is the time, our end of summer sale, to grab yourself the best kind of bargains. Now, I was going to show you some other things as well, but they're already sold out. A lot of these things I'm showing you in the summer sale, they're in the summer sale because they are very, very low stock. So the poinsettia, the snow flurry from Poinsettia Perfection, that's sold out and gone. We've got the pointed petal, that sold out and went as well. I know there were some Chloe items in this show. They've also sold out and gone. And do you know what? During our morning meeting, Sara said, well, we can't just go on and, you know, with all these sold out things, we need to do something. So Sara has managed to get us even more amazing end of summer.
So amazing.
She's incredible. She's the best boss. She's got the end of summer sale, more end of summer sale items in this show for you. So get yourself over. They've literally just been added to the show. So if you went and shopped the show this morning, definitely go back over there and have another look. There is loads more. There's actually 10 brand new ones for you, and I'm going to show you those a little later as we go through the show, which is awesome. So keep your eye out for those. Loads of questions coming in. Crafting with Stacey saying how much she loves the Edgeables. Loads of questions coming in as well. So if you've got questions, please do drop them in. Nicole saying hi, Sarah and Joe. Hello, Nicole. Kathy says, Sarah looks so pretty today. I love her masterclasses when she makes things on the spur of the moment. There's going to be some off the hoof, off the cuff crafting today. I need to let you know though, 20%, a fifth of the stock of the Edgeables, totally sold out and gone. You buy 2, you get 4 free. I said you buy 2,
you get 4. I'm just going to keep saying that. You get 4 free. Buy 2, get 4 free, right? And go back and watch all those Edgeable masterclasses and you can make every one of those cards with this one. Now, here's what I'm going to aim to show you in this one. So first of all, I'm going to do one of my fold back cards, okay? Love these designs. This is one of the ones you're buying, by the way, the rose. But I'm going to show you, the rest of the cards are done with the freebie ones. Now, you know I love a good Z fold, Joe, but I'm going to show you how you do like a double Z so that we've got the cuts on the top and on the bottom as well. And actually, after I've made that, I've thought I'm going to add a little bit of ink onto this one as well. So we're going to do that with a little bit of inking on there. I get asked an awful lot how to do boxes with your Edgeables onto the lid of the box. So I'm going to show everybody how to do that as well and how you do these fancy Edgeables on your boxes. I've got loads to show you. If there's a specific card that you want to know how to make, let me know. Because I can do any one. I might not be able to make it pretty. These are the ones I've planned where I've got all the stuff to make it pretty, but I can teach you any type of card live, okay?
We've had a request then already in that. Janice Mills says, Sarah, can I see a centre stepper card demo?
A centre stepper card demo. Yep, no problem.
Easy.
I'll just write that down and I'll get that centre step. And what I'll do is centre step. I'll show you that. I'll get ready to do that as like a second demo.
Awesome.
Your wish is my command, guys, right? Let me show you this. Look, this is bear in mind, I've gone with quite advanced cards today because we've done a lot of the basics with the Edgeables. So today I'm showing you the advanced, but you can do this with every one of your cards. Now, I'm also going to fudge a little bit because this is what I would be doing if I was you, right? This is, if you think about it, let me show you this overhead, okay? To do this type of card, what you need is to be able to cut your card into 3 equal panels and then half these. So pick a number which is easily divisible by 3 and 6. So 12 inches is perfect. However, a lot of us have A4 cards because that's what we sell our cardstock in, and it's just not quite 12 inches. So instead of me giving you the measurements for how to do it with 12-inch card, I thought, let me show you how I would fudge it to make 11 and 3/4 inch card work, because that's how I work. Instead of going out and spending a lot more money buying 12-inch card, most of our cards in A4. So here we go. Let's have a look. I'm going to start with this. Get my guillotine out, and I'm going to trim this, Joe, to 6 inches wide because we're going to do like a 4x6 finished card. All of these dies, by the way, work really, really well on a 6-inch base. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the scoreboard out. Now remember what I just showed you on that card. We need to score it into 3 equal parts, right? And then we need to score these parts that are in half, each third, score that in half. So what I would be doing is scoring at 2 inches and 4 inches. And then the same from the other side, 2 inches and 4 inches, because I would have 4, 8, 12. But I'm not going to be able to do that because it's not quite 12. So look at this. I'm going to go 1 before the 2. Right, and then if I go 1 before the 4, what I should have is this one will be a little bit, can you see, a little bit shorter, but that's all right because that's where we're going to cut it. So it's not quite, there's the extra 1/8 of an inch in there, Joe, but it's all right because we're going to cut this off with our Edgeable. So do the same here. It really pays to have a scoreboard, doesn't it? For when you've got things like your Edgeable dies. Oh, I wouldn't even like to have to try and do this. So 1 before the 2, 1 before the 4. And then again, I'm going to just fold this over. Yes, it's a little bit too small. Let's have a look. You always fold it this way and then I'll fold it into there.
20% off that score, Master, if you want to grab it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It's in the summer sale, of course.
Oh, I didn't know it was in the summer. Now look at this. Can you see that meets perfectly in the middle? These don't meet perfectly at the end. Can you see that? But it doesn't matter because we're going to cut these off. But that's how you fudge it if you don't have 12-inch card and you want to do, this is the fold that you need to do. So there's all of the Sara measurements, okay? I call them the Sara measurements because they're not very technical. Right, so you can now do this card with all 6 of those edgeables, because bear in mind what I was explaining to you before, cutting edge starts here, runs all the way around, stops here. So what I want is, I want this bit to stay connected. So if I put it down this way, can you see it's going to, I'm putting it right on the edge of the card here. So it's going to stay connected, but it's going to cut away all this detail. And I think when you see it, you'll be like, ah, I see, right?
Can we use it then on a smaller card if we wanted to? Say we only had, that's a 6-inch card you've got there. If we only had a 4-inch, could we still use the centre part of the design, yeah?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's have a look. I'm going to tape this here, Joe, and tape that there just so that it doesn't move. And then watch, I'm going to put this on my base here. And there we go. I'll pop this like this. Now, here's another great tip, right? I could put this in this way, but if I do, I'm asking that to cut, crikey, 50 times at once. If I put it this way, I'm only asking it to cut about 15 times at once because it's thinner this way and longer. So if I put it in the machine this way, what I'll find is, I mean, it's a Gemini, so it's going to cut it no problem, but I won't need to use my metal plate, which means I won't need to put more pressure through the machine and means it'll release out of the machine a little bit easier. So always just have that in your mind when you're sending it through the machine. How do I make the cutting a little bit easier for the machine? Because that's how you do like all of the, you know, these are the little tips and tricks that you learn over time, okay?
Vicky's had a really bright addition. I've just saved this video, Sara, so I can have all the measurements at a later date.
Perfect.
Share it on Facebook, save it, bookmark it on YouTube as well. Stephen Lee Guy says, Sara, I couldn't resist the Edgeable collection. What a bargain.
Nobody could.
Thank you all.
Honestly, the only people who I think could resist this Edgeable deal would be the ones that already had it. And I bet those ones are struggling to pass it by as well. Let's have a look. I'm going to take these
We would
off.
say, weren't we, in the meeting this morning, I said, either people, everyone that's watching the show today, you either own it or you're going to buy it today. There's no question. The value is that incredibly good. That's why over a fifth has gone now. It is really busy already. I hope we've got enough to last, Sara.
I hope we've got a laugh to lust as well, but I'm going to show you these cards, whether we sell out of these designs or not. So just managing expectations for everybody else. I know we might have to kind of slow it down. That's why I had other demos prepared. So if we have to come away from it, because too many people are ordering it, that's why I'm going to do the favour boxes. So I thought I'd do a couple of demos on these, Joe, and then I would jump to the favour boxes for a little while. But then I'm going to get all those cards done, absolutely.
I tell you what I'd love you to do as well, send us pictures, any Edgeables, whether it's these Edgeables that you've got, any of our Edgeables, you know, any of the other ones. We bring you so many and they're all so gorgeous. I'd love to see what you've been making with them. Details along the bottom of the screen if you want to email us those pictures in. We love, don't we, Sara, when people show us what they've been making. It's what it's all about, really.
It's my favourite bits of the show. Now look at that, look how detailed that is, right? And can you see, all I've done is cut away the excess, but this is what I was talking about, really intricate die, but I can just tap it to release all of that excess off, right? Because we've now cut out all of that detail, right? So that is there, and when I open this up on there, there is all of that detail cut, okay? So all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm now going to just do a little bit of matting and layering with some papers that I've cut to go on the front. I think I'll do it with my all-purpose as well, so that I've got a little bit of manoeuvrability time.
Awesome. Right, loads of you chatting away, which we love. Georgie Ann, she's obviously been watching your Instagram, Sara. She says, hi, Joe and Sara from Clearwater, Florida. Glad to see you, Sara. Little Gracie was precious walking on the sand yesterday.
Oh, yes.
She says her granddaughter is 11 months and just starting to walk. It is the best time.
Oh, it is mine, isn't it?
It did look like you had a lovely day, and I was very jealous about the fish and chips, I will say so.
I did. I had a day off yesterday, and I took our little Charlie, because our Charlie isn't in school on a Thursday. He just does Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So I took our little Charlie and our Grace. So our Grace is my niece, for all of those of you that don't know. Took them to the beach yesterday with my sister and my mum, a nice little family day. And our Grace has just been learning to walk the last few weeks, so she was toddling along on the sand. It's super cute to see.
Whose dog is it? Because I was very worried about those chips.
Our
that
Cooper.
Dog looking on longingly in the background.
Cooper, that's my sister's dog. That's my sister's. Let's have a look. I'm just going to get a bit of ink, Joe,
awesome.
and do a little bit of decorating while you're there.
Janet says, welcome back, Joe. I missed you. I've missed you, Janet, as well. Loads of questions still coming in. I'll pop those over to Sara as we go through the show as well. Carol saying she's not going to be able to resist these. We've also got Liza saying, hi from Maryland. These kitchen dies are adorable. Yes, the Santa's Kitchen, really busy on those. You'll be seeing those a little later in the show. Diana says as well that how much she loves the scoreboard. And Molly saying, I have 3 of these Edgeables. They are all absolutely beautiful. They really are. And the great thing about the Edgeables is that they are so versatile. What I would say, if this is the first time you've seen a mark, maybe it's your first ever Crafters TV show. Do you know what? If we've got first time viewers ever watching, I don't demand, that's too much. I implore you to say hello, or maybe first time commenters, maybe you just started watching our shows, you've never commented before, just say hi, give us a wave, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. We love hearing from people for the first time. But you guys, any new guys out there, we've got hours and hours and hours of dedicated Edgeable masterclasses available over on our website. And the great thing about Crafters TV and Crafters Companion is that the education is all provided. It's all there for you, so you can go back and watch hours and hours and hours of these shows back, so you'll have loads of inspiration to get you going. And what that leads into, what I was actually saying in the first place, I go off on a right tangent sometimes, you'll have to excuse me, is that they are such an incredibly versatile die set. So many different styles of card you can do. Sarah, that looks beautiful. Doesn't
it just? I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out. And then all I've got is just to do a little bit of decoration in the middle, Joe. You know that spring is in the air set that we've got?
Yeah.
So I've just done a little frame from there, and I've got the word dream, and I've just got all these sticky ready to go. This is the bit I kind of knew I would be speeding through. It was important to show everyone the Sara trick for the measurements and how to get the perfect cut. And then also, look at this, I've just got a lovely little butterfly, and I'm just going to bring my butterfly in, and I'm going to pop a little bit of globule of 3D glue gel on the bottom, and then let's have it going here. I think that's
almost a quarter now, in fact, of the stock has sold out and gone, Sara, already. That is beautiful.
Aren't they lovely? And it's that detail that you've got in there. Isn't that fabulous? Right, Joe, I better go and work out how to do a centre stepper with my one of my Edgeables on.
Awesome. Right, well, I'm going to just recap exactly what you're getting included in this collection, because it is quite unbelievable that you're going to buy 2 dies worth $9.99 each, and we're going to send you 4 extra for free. So you're paying for this one, the butterfly lace, that one is the one you're paying for. You're also paying for this one just here, which is the Edwardian rose. All the others, these other 4 I'm going to show you, totally free of charge. So heartfelt wishes, totally free. The ornate henna, totally free of charge. Also the Venetian scrolls, totally free of charge. The traditional lace, totally free of charge. $19.98 to get 6 of our most popular Edgeable dies is unbelievable value for money. It really is. It's why so many of you have gone for these already since this show started, and I'm just hearing how many of you have got this in your basket at the moment. It is exceptionally busy out there. Stephanie says on YouTube, I've just received my Spectrum Noir mystery bag. I cannot believe how much product I received. Thank you so much, Sara. It felt like Christmas morning. Carol says I just had to order these Edgeables. They are absolutely stunning. And Sue saying as well, I love the Edgeables. So easy to get stunning results. They absolutely are. Remember though, we're bringing these amazing prices to you as part of our end of summer sale. Honestly, I feel like I'm on the beach every time we play that. Now, I did tell you there'd been sellouts, and Sara said, that's just not acceptable. You guys have already been shopping for the brand new items that have just been loaded before this show into the show. So let's go through 10 brand new end of summer sales items for you in here. How have we got these in the end of summer sale? These are beautiful. This is our stamp and die. These are our floral stamps with that gorgeous die that goes with it. These are really nice because they're not too big. They're a really great size on a smaller card. $4.75 or $5.75. 40% off there. Now we've also got some multimedia dies for you. These are the nesting heart dies. There's an amazing project you can do to make an earbud case using these dies. They're absolutely awesome. Bernie made me one and it's fantastic. But think about cutting all sorts of other things from craft metal to balsa wood. Our multimedia dies will cut through so much for you. A quarter off of that. We've got also some Nature's Garden for you. This is the lace border that you've got here, $4.75 whether you're in the US or the UK. That's a great ribbon weaving die as well. You can weave some ribbon down the centre of that and it looks absolutely stunning. We've also got stamps for you, and it is word stamps, which are always going to be so versatile in your stash. Half off, $2.25 or $3.25. I know you're not even going to notice that that's fallen into your basket, really, are you? It's your male and female words that you've got just there. We've also got for you some vintage lace. Ever popular, of course, is the botanicals. Now, I've got a top tip for you here. If you've been waiting for our foliage flower making dies to come back into stock, then these work great as an alternative with your flower forming foam. And when they're, 55% off, pop them straight in your basket. $3.75 or $4.75 if you want to get those. We've also got some embossing folders, or an embossing folder for you. £2.25, I know, or $4.50 if you want to get hold of that. If you've just started in craft, like literally go into the summer sale and just click one of everything. It'll be the best thing you ever do. We've also got some rub-ons. How have we got rub-ons in the summer sale? These were meant to be £5 in the UK. They are £1.75. Meant to be almost $7 in the UK, $2.75. I know a lot of you own and love the vintage lace collection. With those being a consumable, you'll definitely want to stock up on those. And we've got double-sided dies in here. How have we done this? These are our double-sided box dies, which are awesome. Makes 3 different sizes box for you, $25.75 or $32.25 if you want to get hold of those. And Nature's the next one has sold out already. Hang on, we just loaded it. I'll show you anyway, because the rose bloom, we just loaded it and it's sold out already. Goes to show you just how busy it is, and when you want these clearance items, you need to grab them quickly. We've also got the vintage lace metal die vintage rose available for you. This works great with paper flowers and your flower forming things like your mulberry papers, your tissue papers, all work brilliantly with that. $3.75 or $4.75, over half off on that one as well, as part of our end of summer sale. You are clearing it out already on those sale items, so make sure you pop across, look at the sale items in this show, and then shop the whole end of summer sale category as well. Up to 70% off all the way through until next Sunday, but it's really a while stocks last situation. Right, what's next, Sarah?
Well, who was it who asked for a centre stepper card?
It was...
Oh, you can't remember.
Denise.
It was Denise.
Yep.
Right, so Denise, I'm going to show you a centre stepper card, and we'll go one step further and we can put some Edgeables in there if you want to put your Edgeables into it as well, okay? So, let's have a little look. I'm wondering, centre stepper card with a fancy bit on the back would look amazing. Yep. Right, bear with me because I can give you all the measurements for centre stepper card, but I want to do a centre stepper card with some Edgeables in so that we like invent a new card style. So if it goes a little bit Pete tongue as we go around, you're just going to bear with me, but it's all right. But I'll show you first of all how to do a centre stepper. So, start with a piece of A4 card, because all the card stock we sell on the website is either 12 by 12 or A4, so I always think it's good to show people using A4, which for those of you in America is our funny card size. It's your kind of equivalent of US letter, but it's in European sizes. And it's just, if I'll have a little look here, it basically is 11 3/4 inches by about 8 1/4 is
so
roughly the size.
Is that bigger or smaller than US letter?
So US letter is slightly less thick, like slightly less wide,
slightly more narrow,
and deeper. So
wonderful.
Yours is 8 1/2, ours is 8 1/4 by 11. Ours is 11 3/4.
Awesome.
Right, so it's just slightly different size. But either way, I like to give you I like to give you the sizes for A4 because I know a lot of you are ordering your cardstock from us now, and the ones that we stock in our global fulfillment centre are all A4 sizes. So the basic principle is, for a centre stepper, you need to decide how wide your steps are going to be up the side. So I'm thinking our steps up the side, if I want to put, let's get one of my Edgeables in. If I want to put my step up the side, I want enough side for the Edgeable. So let's have a little look. The Edgeable is about 2 inches, right? So I definitely need to be at least 2 inches. So I think we'll go about 2 1/4, right? So can you see, I'm looking, put my Edgeable on here, and my Edgeable is about 2 inches. So I'm going to go to, let's go 2 1/4. So all I'm going to do is put a rough score line all the way down at 2 1/4, and we're going to turn it right round, and we're going to go down 2 1/4 all the rest of the way down here, okay? Then what we need to do is put our steps in. So first of all, right in the middle, you need the halfway point. So because this is just shy on 12 inches, your halfway point is 1 little notch before 6. So in the centre, you're going to go at 1 little notch before 6 on your scoreboard, which is 5 7/8 of an inch, okay? So there's our centre step. Then we're going to decide how deep do we want our steps to be. So I want them to be 1 inch. So we're going to go up 1 inch, and then we're going to come down 1 inch, right? And then because we've done 1 inch, we need to add 1 inch on this side. So whereas it was 1 little notch before 6, we go 1 little notch before 7, right? And that should be roughly the right size, yep, to get this in. So it's going to cut slightly further. Actually, we can cut it over the top and bottom and trim that away. So it's going to look all right, okay? So let me show you the same on the other side. If I flip it over, we're going to go up 1 inch. We're going to come back down 1 inch. And then what we're going to do is we need to add 1 inch onto the end of this. So it's 1 little notch before the 6 goes to 1 little notch before the 7. Then to convert that whole thing into a stepper, you're going to take yours and do it in, you know, you're not going to rush. Watch this. I'm going to just trim straight down here. And we're going right to the edge, from the edge of that step down to the edge of this step. And we're going to do the same on the opposite side. Joe, I love that you are nodding along because you're like following how to do the step.
Do you know what? For a minute there, I felt like a dog looking at a radio-controlled car. It wasn't. I just wasn't getting it. My head was cocked slightly and my eyes were widened. But I'm following. Yeah, I am following. I think it's going to look awesome. So many newbies saying hello to us as well, which we love, don't we? Anne is saying hi from Trondheim in Norway. So international today. Alison Soberman, she is a newbie since lockdown. She's already triple platinum, Sarah.
Wow, impressive. Right, there's my centre step, okay? And what I've decided to do is I'm going to cut my Edgeable onto these edges here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this. I want the, you know, we're talking about where do we want the middle. I'm going to pop it here. This is the bit that stays connected, right? So you can see this is the edge with no cutting edge. This is my cutting edge. I need to cut away from this way. So I'm going to pop this on here, and I'm going to centralize this so it stays connected. This is the bit, bear in mind, I've never done this before.
Is there any way so that where the fold is, Sarah? Oh no, because where the fold is. So does it matter that it's going to cut slightly over the back of the card? Is that all right?
Because I'm actually going to trim a little bit away. Awesome. So it won't matter at all. I'm saying that, you've got to remember I've never made this card before. I'm literally inventing it as we go along. So if it works, I will be absolutely thrilled. If it doesn't, we've all had the learning experience together, folks, right? It is masterclass after all.
It is indeed. Lots of our customers were saying as well, just in the comments, that they love it when you craft on the fly, Sarah. So this is a lot of people's favourite.
This is about as on the fly as we get.
It's really busy on the Edgeables. Over a quarter of the stock now has sold out and gone. Remember, you're paying for 2, we're sending you 6. I can't imagine we're going to repeat this deal. So if you want it, definitely grab it, is what I'd say.
Right, notice what I'm always doing is I'm turning the die over and I'm lifting the die away from the card so that the die, all the pieces stay in the die. So if I just take that tape off again, because we can use it again, give this a tap out, always tap on the back. I've pretty much got all the edge pieces out there. This here, so when I fold this away, yes, this is looking like it's going to work okay on there. This, can you see, is going to be our edge. Let me just get that. There's my fold on the edge. And what I am going to have to do is just connect this little piece on here, Joe. So I'll just put a little bit of tape on.
Do you know what I think we take for granted a lot of the time, Sarah? It's just the quality of our dies and our die cutting machine. Like there's no shims in there. We haven't got any, you know, plastic wrapping that goes in to keep the bits out, or you know, no metal. Did you even use the metal plate for that one?
I did not use the metal plate.
Didn't even use the metal cutting plate.
I did not. No.
One pass and it falls out of the machine, which I just think is absolutely amazing. But I think we see it so much that sometimes we just take it for granted. Like, if a machine doesn't do that and dies don't do that, we just don't get it. Which is awesome. Right,
there we go. So I'm going to take this edge and cut this edge. I'll just take this bit out here as well, Joe, because we don't need all of this now. There we go. And then you can see there how we're getting that fold into the edge spot on. All right, here we go. That goes over there. I'm going to fold this bit down here, and you can see, let's have a look. This is where we're just going to fudge a little bit.
This is going to need a name now, Sarah. Hey. Let us know in the comments, because you've just invented a new card.
Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to do the same again. So I'm just going to piece this one in here. I'm trying to decide whether I should make the card even or I should try folding it from, right, I'm going to try the other side slightly differently, right? So I'm going to try taking it from the edge of that first part on here. Let's look how the right-hand side, you can help me decide, do we then prefer how the right-hand side looks or the left-hand side? By the way, this is what I do in my spare time at home, is get ready for the shows so that we don't have to do all of this kind of learning on the shows. But if you guys are enjoying me learning live with you, hey, I am happy to oblige.
I think people are loving it in the comments. Norma says, good morning everyone, I just joined. So Norma's a newbie. Hello Norma newbie. It's lovely to have you along with us. Robin saying, welcome newbies as well, although watching Sarah makes me feel like a newbie. It's all here for you. Remember as well, you can come and watch this back at any point, so you can always retrace Sarah's footsteps when it comes to putting these cards together. What are you feeling, Sarah? Is it an improvement or not?
Well, let's have a little look. So that one there, can you see I've taken it from right down here? So that one there is going to fold down here, right? And then that fold, oh yes, I like this better. I like this one here better. So this is how we're going to do them in future. You're going to do it like this size here. So we're going to take this along to here, cut that there, yep. And we're going to take this along to here and cut that part there. And then the rest of it stays connected in the card here. Can you see how that's fallen into place,
fabulous.
You see? All right, let's have a little look. I'm going to trim that bit along there. This is looking pretty spectacular now. Pretty happy with how that's turned out. So
loads of questions coming in. I'll get them across to Sarah as we go through the show. I'd like you to know. I'd like you to let me know what bargains you've had in the end of summer sale, because so many of you got them. That is gorgeous. It looks like a peacock, Sarah.
Isn't that quite clever? I'm quite feeling that. So this one, so can you see the difference that I did? I'll show you it flat. With this one here, I aligned the die to the bottom of the first panel. This one, I aligned it in the center. So I'm thinking alignment to the bottom of the first panel is how you would do a center stepper. I'll teach one of these formally on a show one day.
It should be an edgeable steppable.
An edgeable steppable.
Yeah,
there we go. Right, so focus on this side here. How are we feeling the love for that one there? We are feeling the love, aren't we? Right, there you go. Edgeable, steppable. Right, keep your requests coming in. I'm going to get ready for the next. Am I allowed to do it? We're not going to sell out these edgeables. Do you want me to do another edgeable one, or do you want me to jump onto the boxes?
Well, do you know what? Loads of people online are asking about the boxes, Sarah, and if we could do a little demonstration on the boxes.
Jump onto one of them. I can always jump back to the edgeable straight after. Absolutely. I am here at your disposal. You tell me what you want to see. How about I do one with the acetate?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
With that heavyweight acetate?
Yes.
So busy on that.
Please tell me it hasn't sold out before I've demoed it.
Not yet. Not before the demo, I don't think. But it is busy. I want to just recap the price on the... I still can't quite get my head around. I'm looking at the monitor in the studio. I'm like, is that correct, Johnny? Have we lost our mind? A third of the stock of this is gone, with a lot of it in unchecked baskets at the moment. Let me just recap, because what you're doing is you're paying full price for this one. You've got to pay full price for a couple of them, right? But you pay full price for this one, $9.99, the bus flies, and full price for this one, $9.99, the Edwardian Rose. You get 4 free of charge there on in. So what we've got is we've got the Heartfelt Wishes, which is this one here. You're also going to receive the ornate henna, which is that one. I think that one might be my favourite actually. You're also getting the Venetian scrolls. This one is also, in fact, do you know what? It's a good job you're getting all of them because I don't know how you're going to decide. This one is a traditional lace as well. All of them, $19.98 or $27.90. You're saving double what you are spending. And was it almost a third gone, did you say, producer Johnny? Johnny's in the hot seat today. Almost a third gone. And it is, it's a fairly big stock, but we are getting a little bit worried about it. So
it's the last, our summer sale is our clearance. So it is literally the last of the stock that we have, period. Never be ordering these again. If you think you like them, you've got to get them today.
Yes, if you want them, absolutely grab them. Now, do you know where I'm going to have to go back to? And it pleases me no end, honestly, because you guys know how I feel about a tag. This is, of course, more than a tag, but it is our Santa's Kitchen collection. It is so busy. Since you saw the samples that Sarah showed you at the start of the show, you've been ordering this in your droves. And what you've got on here are 4 amazing recipes that you're going to turn into giftable Christmas projects, which is awesome. So you've got Comfort, Joy and Cookies. No clue for guessing what recipe you get there. Yes, it's the cookies. You've then got as well this one here, which is Sweet Season Wishes, and it makes a gorgeous, luxurious, creamy, yum diddly umptious hot chocolate, which is awesome. You've then got Baking Spirits Baking Spirits Bright, which is a brownie recipe. And Baked Spirits Brown. That doesn't sound right, all right? That does not sound appetizing. But if you want to make filled mason jars full of ingredients, this is the most awesome one to do it with. And then, who doesn't love a muffin at Christmas, eh? We've got in here our gorgeous fruit muffins for you. Now, bearing in mind what you've got are the tag dies, and can you see how they're not a whole die basically, and that means that you can elongate these and stretch these. You've got the recipe in there, in the stamp. You've got the embellishing dies in there as well to help you turn this into a full project. What you're also going to get as well is the ribbon. So that's going to come included for you, which is awesome. And I'm not sure if it is, did we find out it is available individually? But there aren't many left individually. It's a double-sided 32 sheet paper pad in gorgeous colours. Works beautifully with the Santa's Kitchen, works wonderfully on its own as well. And do you know why I was asking if there's any left individually? Because what I'd say is, pop an extra one of this in your basket because when you do that, the great thing is it's going to be the consumable element for you. So definitely great to have an extra one of those. They're $14.99 or $19.99 on their own individually. And also pop these in. I'm thinking, Johnny, pop this in, $75, put the Edgeables in, and then you're not really that far off getting that $100 spend, because I definitely want all of you to get that free shipping and handling and that free postage and packaging, which is awesome. Now, we've got some acetate for you available on the show. It's the Hunky Dory Heavyweight Acetate, 220 micron. I didn't have a clue what that meant until recently. What it means is it's like really great quality, basically. 30 sheets of this, a quarter of the stock has gone, $9.99 or $13.99 if you want to grab hold of that one. We're going to go back to the favour boxes because I know that Sarah is going to share these with us in a moment. Let me start off with you. So in the first collection, you're going to get the gift carton and you're going to get the bonbon. So they're the two you're getting. Just bearing in mind with these though, right, I know I couldn't quite get my head around this either, that individually, the bonbon box, this should be $34.99. This one should be $34.99 as well. Therefore, that's £70 worth of value you're getting for £27, which is awesome. $80 worth of value for $31. A quarter of this one's gone. It's going to make this one for you. It makes that gorgeous little box there. And it also makes, let me just double check I've got the right one. Yes, I have. It also makes that gorgeous little fella just there for you as well. Brilliant if you're doing something like wedding favours, which is awesome. And then there's a second collection. Do you know what I'd say? Whilst they are on such an incredible deal, I would get both sets because they are really brilliant. Literally, we can see on our system that it's like one customer ordering both sets at the moment. So this one here, what you've got is the trinket box, which is gorgeous. And the trinket box is really lovely for things like jewellery. If you make homemade jewellery, that's going to sit in there really, really beautifully. And then as well as the trinket box, you're also going to get this one just here, which is your honeycomb box, which I think is just wonderful. I love that you've got the little hanging thing there as well. Hanging thing. That's not what it's called, is it? Sarah knows what the real name is, I'm sure.
Hanging thing.
Is it a little hanging thing?
Yeah,
that's what I'm calling
exactly
it.
what it is.
What I'm seeing, Sarah, get some of the papers, Christmas papers, like the Santa's Kitchen Christmas papers.
Yeah.
Decorate these. Something not too heavy. You don't want your tree to droop too much, but I'm thinking something like some chocolate covered honeycomb in these. Hang them on the tree and make little gifts, and then you can take them off and eat them at Christmas. Yummalicious. Or a few pieces of fudge. You know, we're not averse to a few pieces of fudge here at Crafters TV.
Fudge, homemade chocolates, little...
Delicious.
Oh, you know them little
Truffles.
amaretti biscuits, the truffle. There's loads of really easy truffle recipes. I do loads of this stuff. That's why we designed these boxes, because I do loads of this stuff, and they're all designed to fit just a handful in, because just a handful is a perfect gift. I found if I do my regular boxes, you're going to end up with boxes this big. It's my whole fudge recipe I only get one lot out of.
I'm all right with that.
I get about 8 box loads with the little ones. They are perfect.
Really beautiful, very busy. What I was going to say is, if you want to get all 4 sets as well, you'd be looking at what, £54 in the UK, and you're getting £140 worth of product for £54. In the US, you'd be getting 100. If you went for both sets, you get $160 worth of product for $62. You're saving nearly $100. It's phenomenal value, however you look at them. And the thing is, Sarah, they do look, and I know I've said this before, and I sound a bit like a broken record, they do look a little bit difficult to make.
Right.
When you see them like this, because I think there is no way I'm going to make that from a flat piece of card.
They do look difficult, but when you see it, I'm going to dispel that myth, right? I'm going to start with the little, what's this one called? Like the little picnic box, right? I'm going to start with the trinket box first, because this is the easiest one. I'm going to do this in the acetate. I'm going to make you exactly this. And then we can progress on to do one of these as well. So we're going to do one of these later in the show, because I've got a whole 2 hours, so I can show you all of it, okay? Now, you do need that construction acetate. Just going to level with you, okay? We do other types of acetate. We do a heat resistant, ones that we were generally in stock of more. It's the construction stuff that you must have to construct boxes out of. That's the one that we can never keep in stock. You buy it and clean us out as soon as we get it in. We're waiting on our own stock. I've had to get Hunky Dory to send me some of theirs, how desperate we are. So when Joe's saying that's nearly gone, that's it, nearly gone, okay? You need to have the construction one for this one. Now, let's have a little look. Top tip of mine, okay? And I'm going to put a piece of cardstock behind here, and I'll cut through the card and the acetate at the same time so that you can see the acetate a bit easier. What I do at home is just put a piece of copier paper behind, because what you want is, you want to be able to actually cut and score the acetate really, really well. And to do that, an extra sheet behind just really helps. So let's have a little look. I'm going to pop this on here. You can see it doesn't quite take up a full sheet either, so you get quite a little bit left over, which is really useful to use. And add in your metal plate. So the metal plate, honestly, it's going to make all the difference when it comes to getting a great cut. I'm going to hold these in place so that they don't move as we're sending them through. But look at that. I mean, that's the 4th time I've reused them little tabs of paper. So here we go. We're going to go base cutting plate underneath your metal, and then we're going to go plastic shame and magnetic, and then I'm going to put my top plate on here as well. These box dies do need to go in your large Gemini. So if you only have a Gemini Junior, basically you need to get yourself a large Gemini, because you do want the bigger ones. That cracking is perfectly normal, because what that is it's the cracking of the acetate. You think an acetate is a type of plastic, so you're going to crack into that acetate, and you wanted it to construction weight one, so you want it to cut really, really thoroughly, which is why I've added in. I mean, essentially I've got the extra sheet of cardstock in here as well as the metal, so we've really given it a good bit of pressure through that one. So here we go. You should be able to see that all right now. Can you see as I lift this off and I just take off my little bits of tape here? Yep, you can see it's cut, because it'll cut the underneath one perfectly as well. It's going to cut the acetate, and it's going to cut you a box one all to go in one. So can you see
fabulous.
We've got two for the price of one, but it just gives you a nice clean cut on the acetate. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 of those out. So I've got mine, And I've already got another one that I've cut out. It's going to be really hard for you to see, Joe, but just trust me, you'll be able to watch me. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fold over all those fold lines and then what's called burnish. So use the edge of the tool to give them a really good burnish.
Now, Janie Quigley has had a great idea on Facebook, Sarah.
All right.
She says, do you think, and actually she says, how awesome, those boxes would definitely double up with the Santa's kitchen. Wouldn't it be awesome to own both of them? Absolutely, that'd be a great idea, Sarah.
Well, these are especially this one, because I think some you could put the little recipe pieces in here, or you could put like the you know, the ingredients that you need just to do a little batch of cookies, and then do the little tag that goes with it. Oh, I think it would be absolutely off the chart amazeballs.
Absolutely awesome. Loads of you loving. Stephanie says, thank you so much, Sarah, for all the amazing deals you've been bringing us. Have bought Crafters Companion products for years through HSN. Recently registered with Crafters Companion website and joined Facebook to watch Crafters TV. Having a blast. Thanks again, lovely lady. So Stephanie, right, has joined Facebook to watch Crafters TV. Now that is commitment. It really is. Do you know what, Stephanie? You're sliding right in as a super fan. We're just going to pop you straight up there straight away just for that alone, I think.
Oh, brilliant. Right, here we go. Let me give you some tips on how to do this really, really well. If I was doing this at home, taking my time, I would probably use a tacky glue, because the tacky glue, do you know, I was going to use my hot glue gun as well, just for speed there. Oh, I don't want them scissors, they don't cut very well. These ones are much better. A tacky glue is going to be much easier for me to do a really good stick with. If you're not using a tacky glue, please do use like your red liner tape. Those are the two strongest when it comes to sticking down your acetate. You do want a really, really good stick. So can you see I've stuck onto this little piece here. I'm very conscious that all of this looks almost invisible on the camera, and I'm going to stick that first piece down here. I'm going to stick the other one the same and then connect the two together, just in case Joe gets busy reading comments.
Awesome.
And you don't hear what I'm doing.
Monica talking about the Santa's kitchen says she just can't wait to get hers. It's so cute and perfect for Christmas as well. Judith is saying hello from Colorado. It's awesome to be able to watch you guys finally live. I know a lot of you weren't watching our shows live, especially maybe the first show, but now we've sort of pushed our first show back a little bit. So it means that lots of you guys now in the US can watch us live. So let me just consult the clocks. 9 a.m. in New York, 6 a.m. In California. So you'd be up and have been for a run now and be having your breakfast if you were in California, Sarah. I'd more likely be getting in than getting up, I think, if I lived in California. But yes, so it's lovely to have lots more of you with us on this earlier show, which is awesome. Nira Palmer on YouTube says she needs to get all of these favour boxes. Absolutely. It's worth saying that more of you, the majority of you, 65% of you I'm just hearing, are going for both sets. Which is awesome. So a lot of you seeing the value in this going for both sets. I can only assume the other 35% of you must already have one or both of the other sets. It's very, very busy. Lots of ideas coming in. Christine's got a question. Are we in a question-taking capacity here with the boxes?
Yeah, because I'm just sticking. I'm good to go.
All right, brilliant. Christine says, I have a lot of your blank cards that have folds in the left side. I can do an edgeable. Do you cover the other parts of the left side, left and back?
Do you cover the other part of the left? I'm not quite sure what the question is.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not 100% following
Christine on Facebook, Christine Seidel-Beher, just reword it for us and send it in again, and I'll try and get it to Sarah, because I'd love to get the I'd love to solve that for you.
George, can I just tell you what I've done? I'm kicking myself, right? One of these has an edge on, right? I've made the other one inside out. So can you see I need to connect these two together here, right? But I've got the same, that's the problem with acetate. So I'm just going to have to stick my other one, Joe, right?
Awesome.
So just talk amongst yourselves. Well, it's good job I always have a spare.
Sarah, can you demo an edgeable die that you showed us a card already made up? The card said smile on it, please. I'm not sure about that. We'll come to that. I'll pop that over to Sarah. Can you show us a card already made up? Smart. I think, you know, that's the fancy font words that you're talking about. Do you know what I'm going to say, Christine? Not Christine, it's CJ. I am on tomorrow with Debbie Fisher, and I'm pretty sure that those fancy font word stamp and dies are on the show tomorrow. So what I would say is, if you can watch the show tomorrow, pop me a question there in that show, because I know they're definitely on there. I don't think Sarah would have the product to hand in this show, so I'm not sure she'll be able to share that with you. Is it the large guillotine that you've been using in the show, is what Debbie would like to know, Sarah?
It is indeed.
Wonderful. And there's a few other questions back here. Centre stepper, we did that one, didn't we?
We did the centre stepper.
Please demo the green checkered carton holder. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, is that Santa's Kitchen?
Oh, okay,
Do you know,
that's what it is.
There's a couple of masterclasses online with Santa's Kitchen.
There
so
are
if you
indeed.
go and watch it, I don't know if that's one of the ones they might have already made.
And the other great thing as well, now when you're going back through our show, there's pictures of what was made in the show on the front, I think the kids call it the thumbnail, which sounds like an odd word for a picture to me. But yeah, that picture on the front will show you what's been made in there, so you can definitely find it and go back and watch it there. I hope that helps. And Girl Geeks Rule on YouTube says that these boxes are seriously cute. They really are cute. If you are as well, I'd say someone that makes crafts giftables. So maybe you make jewelry, whether it's like beading, or maybe you do like resin jewelry, like earrings and rings and stuff like that, and you want something to give it in. It is gorgeous to be able to give your guests in something that is also homemade as well. Loads of different things that you're going to be able to do with these. I'd love to know, from you guys at home, what you would put in your box, or what you'd like to be in the box if someone was going to give you one of these boxes filled with gorgeous treats. Mine would absolutely be fudge, I'm gonna have to say. Or maybe like can you get like little mini bath bombs? I like the idea of like a few little bath bombs rather than one big one, Sarah.
One, yeah, because because I'm a little bit tight like that. I always find I put a bath bomb in and then I take it out before it's finished fizzing.
Do you?
Because I feel like it's too much stuff in otherwise. Yeah.
Have you seen the ones that have got like the shimmery, very fine shimmery glitter in them?
Oh yes. That's a crafter's absolute dream.
Oh
those
my
ones.
word. So my friend Grant, right, he bought one. It had like this shimmery, glittery dust in it. Honestly, sorry, he looked like he was like in the Goldman group if they did a gold spin-off. He couldn't get it off for days. It looked like he had really, really bad fake tan on. So what I'd say is if you're going for those glittery ones, make sure you're going for like a good quality one, I would say. Otherwise, you look like you've been
glittery
sprayed.
bath bomb. Right, there is my actual box made. So now it's just to do all the decoration. Now, can I just tell you, the decoration can be a lot quicker than you think, because look at what you've got on here. You've got all of your mats and layers ready. So you see, you can take this, you can cut multiple ones of these out, and it cuts it to exactly the right size. So let's have a look. I had 2 here, so I could cut through 2 layers. In fact, let's just go and do it. Come on. I think I can even do that on my Gemini Mini for speed, you know.
Awesome. Christine has clarified her question. She said, do you cover the fold front and back below the edgeable cut? I think what she's asking.
Yes. So I personally don't, because I think it looks really nice when you don't and people can see how you've done the clever technique. But if I've got my card hit right, so this is one of Nicole Preston's. She has. So can you see? She's put another piece of card on the inside here. So whereas you've got that folding over, and if you look on the back, can you see? You can see where it's cut out. Yeah, you can see all that detail there. And she stuck another piece of card behind to cover over that fold. Whereas I like to leave it open because I think it looks clever for people to see how you've done it. But I can totally see how actually it's much better to do your writing on there, isn't it? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I can see both sides of it. Yeah, I think I get a little bit too carried away. I want people to think I'm really clever, and I've done. Don't you stick there? And I've done some really clever card folds. Right, let's have a little look here. So can you see I've cut both of those through? And then let's have a look. I've got a bit of a greening pad. I'm going to just add a little bit. I'm going to get myself a green, Joe, and just add a little bit of colour around the outside of this, but just a tiny little bit, because I think it'll look quite nice. And let's have a look. Just a little bit edgy with a bit of colour on it.
Almost a third of both collections gone. I'd say definitely snap these up. I mean, even if they last, even if they don't sell out, at the end of summer sale ends next Sunday, so the price is going to go up. So I hate for you to come back like in a couple of weeks, for instance. Maybe you've got an occasion coming up when we get closer to Christmas, when everyone wants to get their hands on them, and they're not at this amazing price. So over a third of the stock gone, but you've only got about just over a week on the sale. So bear both of those things in mind. Carlene is asking, is the red liner better than tape pens to use when it comes to acetate, Sara?
Absolutely, it's worth taking that little bit of extra time. I did think about using the tape pen just for speed, but the red, when it comes to acetate, all your other boxes, absolutely fine, you don't need to, but when it comes to a acetate, yes, you do need to. Let's have a
awesome. That is always good to know. Remember, any questions you've got about absolutely anything, you can always pop them over to us, either on Facebook, on the Crafters TV Facebook live feed, or over on YouTube, drop me in the comments there. If you've seen some of this show so far and you think, oh, I really need to try and remember a lot of this stuff, share it on Facebook if you're watching there is the best way to save it. So it goes onto your wall, you know where it is. Bookmark it if you're on YouTube, or any other time you can come back to our website. And our website is where you can watch and shop at the same time as well, which is awesome. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. It's very, very busy on the website at the moment. That box looks fantastic, Sara.
Of course it does, Joe. You see, and wasn't it a lot easier than what you were thinking it was going to be?
It was much easier.
It does really make it a lot easier. Now, I'm using the tacky glue, Joe, to stick these on because we're sticking onto acetate. So if you want that little bit of manoeuvrability time, but you want it to stick permanently, you're going to use the tacky glue when you're working with acetate. So basically it has all the same properties as your Collal all-purpose in terms of your manoeuvrability and whatnot, but this one here is going to give you that permanent stick onto the acetate finish.
That acetate you're using, Sara, very, very busy on that. 40% of the stock here is gone. It's in a lot of baskets at the moment as well. 30 sheets for that price, 220 microns. Would you say for one box, two sheets per box, Sara?
2 sheets per box, yes.
Awesome. So a lot of you might be ordering on that as well. I'm not sure when our Crafters Companion one is arriving. I mean, the quality is awesome with both the Crafters Companion one and the Hunky Dory one, but I'm not sure when our Crafters Companion stock is arriving. So if you do want it and you envisage you wanting to craft stuff in the next sort of month or so, I'd say definitely think about grabbing it in this show. I never think about putting pattern paper over acetate, Sara, or any kind of paper
it's quite nice,
over acetate for that
just
matter.
Gives it a lovely kind of finishing touch. Now look at this, I'm just going speedy with my glue gun here, but I've just got my Life is Beautiful, and then I've used it. Now the spring is in the air, right? So these are the spring is in the air extra accessory pieces that I'm using here, Joe, just to finish all of that off.
Awesome. Very, very busy across a lot of things on the show. Do remember though, this isn't our only show today. Oh no, there's a Colour Me Happy coming later today, and it is an awesome Colour Me Happy. It's all things shiny and metallic. Really, what could be better? Not many things. Loads of you comment away still as well. So that'll be in about an hour and 45 minutes time. So make sure after this show, you've got an hour, get yourself reset and then join us for Colour Me Happy. Zena says, my mother-in-law makes little chocolate candies for craft shows, and I've made different little boxes over the years, but nothing was really right. These would be great. And made out of acetate so people can see the candies would be even better. I may just invest and hope by the time we can do show again, she will still be up to making the candies. I do hope so, indeed, Zena. And if you buy all 4 for them and give them to her, she'll think that you spent, what, $160 when you know you've actually spent $62, which is awesome value for money.
Now, look at that. All finished. And it's perfect. Whether it's, like you say, for a little set of truffles, candies, maybe you're doing it with, half a dozen little cookies in there, whatever it is, it's perfect. Do you know what would look fabulous to finish that off? Some embossed tissue paper. So get your little tissue, run it through one of your 3D embossing folders, open the box, because bear in mind, all of it, look, it just opens easily for you to work with. So you're just going to open it at the sides. This whole thing opens, and then how fabulous does that look? Gorgeous. Right, I'm going to get ready for the next demo then, Joe. I'm going to have to clean up a little bit. Awesome.
Now, how are we doing for stock, Johnny? A third gone across both collections. So collection number 1 is going to give you the gift carton, which is this one just here, which is awesome. You're going to get that one, and you're also going to get as well this one just here, which is your bonbon box, which is awesome. Both of those £27 or $31. Remember, guys, these should be, is it $69.98, $34.99 each. That's collection one. Collection two for you is this lovely lot, and you've got this one just here, which is your honeycomb favour box. Really good size, that one. I reckon you could even get like a little muffin or a little cupcake in there, you know, if you were super clever. And you're also going to get in there as well this one just here, which is your trinket box. Great for things like your jewellery, that one as well. All of that. So £27 for the first one, £27 for the second one, $31 for each. If you wanted to go for both though, well, the value is just amazing really, isn't it? £54 to get all four of them in the UK, or $62 to get all four of them if you're in the US. Really, really great price there. Now, talking about stocking up and great prices, oh my word, the tape pens are available in stock. I mean, it felt like an eternity, didn't it? I'm going to level with you that these were out of stock for, because that is genuinely how it felt. It was like 2020 will be known for many things. It will also be known for the great tape pen shortage. Absolutely. The great tape pen shortage of 2020 that happened here at Crafty TV. They are back in stock. Now, the great thing is about this, these are basically boxes that we send out to our retail partners. So really, you're buying these kind of in bulk. It's like we're wholesaling them to you. It's the extra strong one is this one here. You get 12 in a box of the like this, $35.91 or $53.91 if you want to go for those. So you can have it in the extra strong, or you can have it as well in the dotty. I'll change the details for you for the dotty one. This is great for those intricate dies. This would be wonderful for your Edgeables that we've got. The dots, a different price for you on the dotty ones. $44.91. That's for the extra strong one. I'll just change it for the dots. Does it say? Oh, it does say dots. Johnny, I don't know what's going on. $44.91 or $62.55. Does it normally say extra strong and dotty, or does it normally just say dotty? I'm not sure. Anyway, that is a conversation for another day. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you get your hands on it. Right. Spring is in the air. We've got for you on the show. This is awesome because you've got 14 elements here across 4 collections, £14 or $17 if you want to get this. It's a Nature's Garden collection, and it was so popular. So you've got the doily frame, which is this one here. We've also got the doily border, which is that one just here, which has got that gorgeous, is that upside down? It is upside down. It's got that wonderful detailing that you can see just there. Oh, do you know what's going to happen now? That noise happens. Johnny, do you know what's going to happen? In that window, a hot topless man's going to appear, and he's going to start washing the windows. Sarah's having a Diet Coke moment over there.
I'm having a Diet Coke break, guys. If you wondered what that funny noise was, I've got me time.
What was it? I just wanna... Do you remember what an advert that was? Yeah. Anyway, back on track, Joe. Fanciful Flourishes is what we've got here.
Those, by the way, are fabulous for foiling.
Oh, really?
Fabulous for foiling those. If you want to cut them out and foil them, they look amazing.
Awesome. And then we've also got this one just here, which is Life is a Beautiful Dream. It is indeed £14 or $17 if you want to get your hands on those. A fifth has gone already of our Spring is in the Air collection. Now, you know where we're going to go back to, don't you? Wowzers. Okay. 40% of the stock of the Edgeables already gone. Just bear in mind, just for a moment, how many people, I know loads of you, hundreds, often thousands of us, of you watch us live during these shows, which is awesome. But that equates to like 20 or 30% of our audience. So many more of you watch these shows back after they've been aired. And you can do that at any time. And I always say though, the deals last for about 48 hours or whilst the stock lasts, because I'm gonna say to you already, only just 20 minutes into the second hour, if you're watching this after this has aired, so if you're catching up a day or two later, you really need to check the stock situation over on our website would be what I'd say, because I can't guarantee how long these will be around for you, because the deal is just quite unbelievable. You're paying for this one here, so you're going to pay for the butterfly lace, which is that one there, $9.99, and you're going to pay for this one, which is the Edwardian Rose, $9.99. We're going to give you 4 of them, then free of charge. This one here, see this gorgeous Edgeable die, Heartfelt Wishes, with the hearts in there? You're not paying for it. Oh no, you're going to get it for free. See this gorgeous lacy henna design here? You're not paying for that one either, you're going to get that one for free. This beautiful Edgeable, the Venetian scroll design, yep, you guessed it, you're not paying for that one either. And you're also not paying for this gorgeous traditional lacy Edgeable either. $19.98 to get all of those for you, or $27.90. Quite an unbelievable price, it really is. And remember, the reason we're doing this is because it's our end of summer sale. It's running right now over on our website. You'll see a selected handful of products in every single show, but this is literally, guys, like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what is available on the website. Go to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au, click shop the show if you want to shop anything you're seeing in this show, but make sure you go and have a rummage in that end of summer sale as well, because savings up to 70%, which are not to be sniffed at. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth having a good rummage through, because there is literally all sorts in there. But it is the last of it. So if there's things that you've had your eyes on for a while, then now's the time to get it, because it's not that it's just going back up to full price. Chances are it will sell out before the end of the summer sale, okay? Now, hands up everybody who wants to see me do another Z fold card with the Edgeables, because it's one of my favourite types of cards to do. But what I thought we'd do is do it and take it on another level. So you've seen me doing Z fold cards before. I'm going to do a Z fold with the Edgeable, both top and bottom, so they look fabulous. Now, for those of you that haven't seen before, I'm going to give you the sizes working from A4 again. So I'm going to make it nice and simple for you. So what you're going to do, scoreboard, you literally, if you haven't already got a scoreboard, your life is not complete. This is going to make every one of these projects possible. What we're going to do is we're going to put the halfway fold in. So for A4, that's 1 little notch before the 6. So we're coming to 1 little notch before the 6, putting that halfway fold in there. And then we're going to score this one in half as well, so it's 1 little notch before the 3. So just before the 6, just before the 3. When you put your score line on the top, you should always fold it away from itself, okay? Because that's how you get the nicest kind of professional crease line on here. You can always fold it back on itself once you've done it once, but that gives you there a perfect fold back card, right? Then what we're going to do, should be about 6 inches wide. We're going to square it off so that it's 6 inches square. So all you do is you get your guillotine out. I've got the large one, but it would be exactly the same if you did the smaller one. And I'm just going to take this under at 6 inches and trim that off. Okay, so there we are, 6 inches. Now what you're going to do is, for a Z fold card, you see, you've got this bit and this bit. This flips over and connects into here. That's how you do the Z. You'll have seen me show you this loads of times. For any newbies, trust me, you're going to absolutely fall in love with this card. But what we're going to do now is cut our Edgeables everywhere. So let me show you. I'm not going to cut it because it would be 4 cuts. So I'm going to start off cutting, and then I'm going to cut to a 1. No pun intended, where I've already done the cutting. So remember what I explained to you about the fact that these have the outside cutting edge, but they're going to stay connected in the card here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut all the way over this top part here. So what you'll find is, and it's no accident why I chose a 6x6 card, that will cut and stay connected in here. And I'm going to cut it there and there. And then on this one here, we're going to cut it there, right? And then also on there. So I'll start, Joe, but then I'll cut to the one that once you've seen a little bit of the cutting, I'm going to cut to a one that I've already cut.
Awesome. Loads of people letting me know what they've stocked up on. Christina says, hello from Fort Worth. I shopped early yesterday and purchased Santa's Kitchen along with many other items after missing out on it the other day. So thank you, Sarah. And she's used a little chef's emoji, which I think is quite fitting for that collection. Liza says as well, just picked up the cute boxes, Edgeables and Santa's Kitchen set. There is never a show that I don't want to grab something. I'll be double platinum in no time.
Yes.
A very esteemed group there you're heading for, the Double Platinum Club.
Can I just tell everybody as well something about that? So how our club works, okay, for those of you that are brand new this year, is all of your points, you collect points all year. and then they determine what level in the club you're on. Then in January, your points reset back to 0, and they start again from 0 and let you build up for the next year. However, those of you that hit platinum, we don't reset your points to 0. Everything you've earned above platinum, we let you keep. So they like roll over. So everything up to the platinum stage will reset back to 0, because basically you've earned that for that year. But then what we do is, if you are, so 1,500 points for platinum. So if you had 1,500 points and then actually you'd got to 2,000 points, instead of resetting back down to 0, you'd keep the 500. You'd keep the difference between the what you had. So what was platinum, you only lose off the 1,500 platinum points. So awesome. For those of you who are thinking, do you know what, I'm building up my points, oh no, I'm going to have to start again next year. You won't. If you're double platinum, triple platinum, trust me, that means you are platinum if you double, already all of next year, even if you didn't spend anything. If you triple, you'd be already platinum for a few years. So you're sorted. Your discounts are coming all the time.
Awesome. Karen says she was making the bonbon favour boxes for her son's wedding, Sara.
Right.
It's this Saturday. She says, if you tell me the email address, I'll send you my pictures.
Oh,
I'd
yes.
love for you too. It's studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. It's just there along the bottom of the screen for you, Karen. So yes, please drop us those pictures in. Betsy says as well, she just loves to watch Sara do the Z fold cards. They are her favourites.
Yes, mine too. Right, here we go.
I think the thing is with these, because when you look at them, they look, again, really complicated, don't they? But they're actually not, are they a simple card? They are a simple card, I guess.
Can I just tell you, Joe, there's nothing that brings me more pleasure than teaching you how to do something that looks really complicated, but is actually really simple, so that you can look super awesome clever to your friends when they see your cards.
Awesome. Loopy Lou. I love your names over on YouTube. You really go to town. Because obviously the Facebook ones are your actual names. You can call yourself what you want on YouTube. Loopy Lou 157 on YouTube says, hi both, great show. What is the tape that Sara uses to tape the dies in place when running through the machine?
Ooh,
great question.
Yes. On the website, go and have a little look. It's our low tack tape on the website.
Liz says on Facebook, I think this might be a typo, Sara. She says, how do you determine on an edible die by looking at it what portion will cut out? Edgeable, I think is where she's going. A bit of an autocorrect there.
Yep.
Which portion will cut out?
Yes, so if you turn it over, you'll see, oh, you're going to get right in there, Edgeable die. You will see, and I'll show you on this one, where the cutting edge starts and stops. So I'll show you again on this one when it's come out. Do you know, I said I wasn't going to do all the cutting, but look how quick and easy it's been. And remember the tip of every time, turn it over and lift the die away, lift the card away from the die. And then look at that. It means that all the pieces stay in your die. And I just tap. And our lovely Jake can come and sweep up after me. He'll have an hour between this show and the next one. Right, have a little look at this up close then. So can you see, this is where that cutting edge starts. And you can see all the way around the top of here, you've got that little slightly raised edge. Whereas on the bottom part here, there's no edge. There's little circular cut bits to cut the detail in, but there's no edge. So the raised edge is all on here. So everything above here is going to cut away. So when I was using it on the card, you see that goes onto there. This stays connected. All that cuts away. So can you see what I've done now? Exactly the same with this one, Joe. I'm just going to bring this in here and I'm going to cut this away, cut this one away here, and then this here, oh, and this piece here. And then this is going to, let's have a look, we've got the fold on the top there. So this is going to connect onto the front of the card there. And all I'm going to do, I think, is add a little bit of ink to decorate the top of that.
Awesome. I need to let you know, Sara, half the stock has gone now on these Edgeables. If you want them, definitely a sooner rather than later situation. There's a lot of you with these in your basket at the moment. Sandra Dundas, 6 times platinum last week, on our way to 7 times platinum.
Wow.
Wowzers. Who is the record? I think it's Stacey from Washington. I think she might be 16 times platinum. I'm not sure. I think that is the record. I bet Stacey's watching as well. I bet she'll let me know in the comments any moment now. loads of you chatting
I've
away,
just
which
had
we
our lovely
absolutely love.
director Adam in my ear. I've just heard, that's mental.
But in a Scouse accent, so it's like, that's mental. It really is. Wait till you meet some of our lovely viewers, Adam. They are a very, very passionate bunch of crafters, would be the best way to describe them, I think. Remember as well, another show coming up for you in just about an hour and a half time. Do you fancy giving us like an amuse-bouche of what we might can expect in that later Colour Me Happy show, Sarah?
I will indeed. So I've been looking through all of the questions and comments on Facebook to see what sort of things you wanted to learn, right? And our metallics, we had lots of questions because we've got metallic everything, okay? So we've got metallic ink pads, we've got metallic pens, we've got metallic pencils, we've got jars of metallic ink in there as well. So what I thought I'd do is, how about doing a whole show on everything metallic with everything I've seen you've asked how to do. So I think I've got about 20 demos, Joe, I kid you not. I did a little bit of a preview of them on Facebook earlier. Go and have a little look at what I was saying to people I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do in the show, I don't know that I'm going to get any finished cards made, but I'm going to demo technique after technique. So we've got watercolour techniques, we've got bleaching techniques. I'm going to work on the different mediums like tile and ceramic and acetate. We're going to work with the different types of pencils as well as the pens. If there's anything you want to see, I literally have my whole demo box, so I could jump from one into the other, absolutely no problem at all. So that Colour Me Happy show is going to be, I think, one of the best Colour Me Happies I've ever done. I can't wait to show everybody all them techniques.
It's going to be loads of fun. What you can do if you want to is you can shop ahead, get your orders in, then sit back, relax and watch the show a little bit later. If you wanted to get a look ahead to the next show, go over to our website, click offers and then click Colour Me Happy, and also get yourself ready and get the download downloaded. We give you basically like a free colouring in download every single week for Colour Me Happy, and it is crafterscompanion.co.uk/colour-me-happy. That is how you can do it, or just go to the homepage a little later and it will have the Colour Me Happy link there for you to download. So that's great. I had a little look this morning at this week's download and it is rather fabulous. Some words, there's some mandalas on there, lots of really lovely stuff. So make sure you go and check that out. I love this colour combo you're using here, Sarah.
I've gone like I've gone red, amber, yellow.
It's almost a bit Spanish. It's
quite nice, isn't it? Look at how intensive those colours are. And then all I've done is I've got some just some cardstock already that I've just cut to size. Because I'm not sticking onto acetate this time, I'm just going to use my regular Collal all-purpose because I want that manoeuvrability. And then I've also used a lot of the Spring is in the Air set that we've got, just to do all the decoration with. I think it looks fabulous. So get on there and get the Spring is in the Air set just to finish it off. I haven't used any of those swirls, but the swirls, like I said, are perfect for your foiling as well.
Awesome. If you love foiling as well and you missed it yesterday, remember you can go back and watch the foiling masterclass that Craig was here for with Ben, which is a great show. Go and watch that about loads of great techniques and tips and ideas of how you can use your foil press in that machine, which is awesome. I just love this. Is this the Venetian one you've used here, or is it the lace one?
This one here is traditional lace.
Traditional lace, yeah.
I've got my tape pens on the floor, Joe. Right, great tip here, right? Straight tape pen, go all the way down that straight piece width, okay? That's where you want the straight. Dotty tape pen, come all over this piece here. And you see on that bit there, and also on this bit here, because we want to stick these down really thoroughly, but you don't want all your tape appearing in the middle. So you see, watch this there. This is going to connect on the bottom there. So I'm just having it right up to the base there. And then I'm also going to take it onto the bottom part here. So this is stuck now really, really well, but I've got that lovely kind of detailed card. And then all I've done is I've used life is a beautiful dream, but you don't need to use all the words. So what I've got is just life is beautiful. So I thought I would just use the words life is beautiful and we'd stick them along the front here.
Awesome. That Spring is in the Air collection. Very busy on that. £14 if you want to get your hands on that, which is awesome. Yolanda Sanchez on Facebook says, I've never made a Z-fold card. I just made my first easel card last month. Yolanda, take the plunge. Do a Z-fold. And I'd love when you do make one for you to send us in a picture of it as well, because we love seeing your pictures. I've got some pictures actually. Going to show you in just a few minutes time. Remember with these guys, that's not a typo on the screen. 6 of these dies. You're paying for 2 and we're sending you 4 free extra, which is unbelievable. I actually can't remember a time when I've ever said that here on Crafty TV, Sarah.
No, buy 2, get 4 free. We don't do them very often. You've got to be in like the big clearance, the sale events to get these sort of prices. And it is literally, well, it's our end of season, end of summer sale. And it's just because these are the last of all of these collections now, Joe.
Absolutely. And so if you've been thinking about it, you want them. And they were ever so popular when we had these at full price as well. When we launched these dies, incredibly popular, and we are known, you know, we are world famous for our Edgeable dies. I'd say our Edgeable dies, would you say our creator card dies as well? Are they sort of the two things that
Edgeables
most
and the
people know
creator
us for?
cards are the 2 we're best known for. I would say of those 2, Edgeables is the one we are literally best known. We were the first people to do anything like this, and it is literally taken the market by storm. Because, I mean, look at them. It's not about cutting something detail out to put on your card. It's about making these fabulous different shapes. I mean, why would you not do a shaped card like that when you've got all this cut? And every one of those 6 designs lends itself beautifully well to doing exactly that technique with.
It really, really does. Now, let me guide you through what you're getting in this collection. You're not choosing, you're getting absolutely all of it, which is awesome. So traditional lace is this one just here. That's a freebie one. The 2 you're paying for are these 2. So you're going to pay for the butterfly lace and you're paying for the Edwardian rose. You love paper piecing. You could stick this flat and just paper piece that back in, could you, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? So just use it on a card. Don't need to use it as an Edgeable if you don't want to. But then what you've got is all the other freebies. So as I said, you're going to get the traditional lace free, you're going to get the heartfelt wishes, you're not paying for that one, you're also not paying for the ornate henna, which is this one just here, and you're not paying for the Venetian scrolls. $19.98 or $27.90. Do you know what? Get a set for yourself, but if you've got crafty friends, you know, that got birthdays coming up or Christmas, you think you might be able to get a set for them as well. At that price, I would absolutely say presents tick with this. Now, you've been sending us in loads of pictures and we absolutely love that. Terry has sent us this one in. Oh, Sarah, isn't this gorgeous from Terry?
Now that is that nice meat in the middle gatefold. How fabulous are they?
Really, really lovely. We've had more pictures coming in. Also from Terry, a bit of flower forming in here as well, which you guys absolutely love. Is that 3 Edgeables there on the one card, Sarah?
Easel card with the Edgeables. I've got a technique for that one. That is using exactly this set, but how fabulous is that? So you do the top and bottom of your easel lift and then the base of your easel as well. They look fabulous, Joe.
Stacey has been in touch as well. She sent this in. That is cute. I love it there as well. It can be the focal point of a card, can't it? But it could also just be like an accent to the card as well. Yeah. Really gorgeous.
Fabulous.
Kelly has sent us this in. She's on the road in her RV, Sarah, and she starts her day on the laptop with Crafters TV.
Oh, well, I honestly couldn't think of a better start to your day.
How awesome is that?
With the fibre. Oh, Kelly, I'm jealous.
Do you know what that needs?
I am jealous.
For breakfast, that just needs a little cast iron pan with a couple of slices of bacon in over that fire, starting you to get you set up for the day, by all means. It will. Still very, very busy as we move through this show. Remember as well, a lot of these deals that we're bringing to you are all part, of course, of our end of summer sale. I'm going to bring sun cream in tomorrow. That is how summer. That's the length for the summer vibes that I'm getting out of our end of summer sale. It's a great time to get yourself stocked up. Now there were sellouts before we came to the show, sellouts after we came to the show. Remember as well, the end of summer sale items that are in this show are literally the tip of the ice cream when it comes to all of the amazing deals that are in the summer sale category over on our website. But we've handpicked a few, Sarah has, with the team to pop into this show. Let me take you through some of those. If I was feeling summery before, I'm going to cut my chinos off in a moment. I'm feeling so summery now. This one here is the Happy Stamp and Die that you've got. It's a gorgeous sentiment, which goes onto a card. It's a really lovely size as well. Now you get the stamp, and you also get the dies that goes with it. So you've got B, Choose, Happy, O, and Day. $4.75 or $5.75. 40% off of that one. We've got those amazing nesting dies. Not only nesting dies, they are nesting multimedia dies. Those rose gold coloured dies means you can cut a whole host of different things, from literally Diet Coke cans all the way through to things like balsa wood, if you want to as well. $18.50 or $29.75. Great deal on that. We've got some of the Lily collection for you. It is the lace border die, $4.75 whether you're in the UK or the US here. And that's great. I've seen the lovely Debbie Fisher weave ribbon into that die cut, which is a really nice way of using it. We've got some great word stamps available for you on the show. It is the male and female words. And these, of course, are very popular, as always, a real essential when it comes to your crafting. $2.25 or $3.25 if you want to get those. The vintage lace botanicals are available. Cut these not just in card, cut these in things like mulberry papers. Also your flower forming foam would work great if you want to create like foliage elements using those. $3.75 or $4.75. We've then got the Holly Vine Swirls. This is a gorgeous embossing folder here, $2.25 or $4.50 if you want to get your hands on that one. We've got the rub-ons as well. Now I know a lot of you maybe will have got these with you when you originally bought the vintage lace collection. If you want to get stocked up, I don't ever imagine seeing them on a price like this again. $1.75 or $2.75 if you want to get those. 60% saving there. Double-sided box dies is what we're talking about next. These are also awesome. 35% off for these. $25.75 in the UK, $32.25 in the US. They cut 3 different sizes in just one pass, which is awesome. We've also got some floral dies for you again from the vintage lace. It's the vintage rose, $3.75 or $4.75 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Right, we're going to go back to Santa's Kitchen because it is very, very busy on this collection. Let me take you through what you're getting, because you're getting 4 gorgeous stamp and die sets in here that are all athemed around recipes, and specifically Christmas recipes as well. Now you get these really clever dies for cutting the tags, and that means that you can make these as long or as short as you want. You get embellishing dies, you get stamps which coordinate, and you get the recipe. Now the recipe is an actual genuine working recipe, so you're going to be able to use that. This one is your sugar and spice. This is going to allow you to create the beautiful fruit muffins. This one here has got a chocolate brownie recipe on it, which is just awesome. And that is your baking spirit bright. I love that sort of mason jar die that you've got there as well. Really gorgeous. This one here, this is your sweet season wishes. Now this is going to give you a gorgeous hot chocolate recipe. Imagine like movie and hot chocolate night in your homemade hot chocolate. And then we've got this one here, which is the Comfort, Joy and Cookies. We've got that gorgeous cookie recipe in there for you. There are stamps and dies. Now you're also going to get some ribbon, because it's going to be really lovely tying these onto gifts with those coloured ribbons that you've got there. And you also get as well this one. Now this is your paper pad. It is your Santa's Kitchen paper pad. Really wonderful to use with your Santa's Kitchen collection. I think a really great versatile festive paper pad you're going to use all year round. All through the festive season. 32 sheets, and they're double-sided, and a really lovely array of colours. A lot of you, I'm hearing, are going for the Santa's Kitchen and adding an extra one of the paper pads into your basket. That's really a shrewd thing to do. That, of course, being that consumable element. This is a bit different for us this Sara, isn't it? Is it the first time we've done sort of something along this kind of theme?
It is, and it was because I love these, and this is what I do. I spent loads of time last year. So the thing that got me going, one of my friends made me one of these for Christmas a few years ago, right? Where she got one of the jars, and then she put all the ingredients in, and then she just hadn't wrote the recipe on the front, and I thought, How lovely. So what I did a couple of years ago now is I actually tried to print the recipes really small, print them out and then die cut tags. But what I found was none of my tags were big enough to actually have the printed red, because most tags that you get are a bit smaller than this. So I thought there's definitely a need out there for big tags. And I thought, well, how wonderful if we could not only have the big tags, but we could have a couple of recipes. So there's 4 recipes on these, all tried and tested, grandma's good recipes, not my grandma, because we've used American recipes, because you guys all do a lot in your cups as well, which is translated over here, but we find our recipes don't translate over there. So we use a lot of American recipes in the UK. I know you guys don't use a lot of British ones. So there's some lovely American recipes on there as well. But then also, it's not just the recipes. I've got loads of this. How about, so I bet loads of you do projects like this, right? This is a project that you can do on your scoreboard. How absolutely amazing that this has got little Tunnocks tea cake in each one of these, right?
I love a tea cake.
Oh, I knew you'd like this, right? And then look, sugar and spice make Christmas so nice. Tidings of comfort, joy and cookies. Christmas calories don't count. You've got all these, we wish you a Merry Christmas on the top there. This one's another one, your homemade chocolate brownies in there that you get all of the instructions for. I just think they are super, super cute. So whether it's just being able to make the tags or whether it's all the little extra accessory pieces, look at this. Homemade cookies, Santa approved. 'Tis the season to bake cookies. So if you're into baking, let me just tell you, hands down, you need this. If you are a Joe and you just love your tags and you're going to do all your Christmas tags, hands down, you need this one, right? And I'll show you, I have to show you a little bit of everything, should I? Should I show you first of all how you do the tags?
Yes, please.
Make this
Anne in Connecticut, you know Anne that loves the air horn. The air horn's long gone, Anne, you'll be pleased to know. I mean, it hasn't been seen in weeks. She says you might even be able to make a nice shaped card with the cup die. You know, the one from the hot chocolate collection. Really lovely idea.
This is it here. I've got one here where I've just die cut out cuddle in a cup. So this is what I'm going to add on to my project. But yes, you could absolutely make a lovely shaped one. Now, let me show you how the tags work, okay? Because these are all of your tags. So you've got different tag tops and different tag bottoms in all the different sets. And the whole idea is, watch this, Joe, we're going to take the tag top first of all, and just to make life easy, I'm going to do it in my Gemini Mini. So I can come and pop this on here first, pop this first one into place, there it is, and then send this through and cut the top of my tag. Now, if I'm just making tags, you then just decide how long it is. Because I'm actually making a tag with a recipe on this time, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to stamp my recipe on. So what recipe's in here? Chocolate chip cookies, can't go wrong with that one. So I get my chocolate chip cookie recipe and I'm just going to pop that down onto, let's have a little look. I've got one of my stamping platforms here. So if I pop this on the stamping platform, and these are all photopolymer stamps, by the way, so they're going to stamp out really, really nice. Have we got the stamping platforms on the show, or am I making it up? I now feel like I might be making it up. Maybe they're on the next show. They're certainly on the website.
They're all in the next show, so you can get them there. We've got the 4x4, the 6x6, and the big one with the magnetic platform as well. It's all coming up in the next show.
Right, so I've stamped there that homemade chocolate chip cookies. And can you see, I'm going to do a Sara zoom. You can see there just how detailed that stamps out. I mean, we haven't, even though it's really small, it's stamped perfectly, right? And that is not just me being, oh, look at my stamps, aren't they awesome? It's because we've used the lovely photopolymer stamps.
Kathy is saying, maybe Sara, next year, your fudge recipe could make it into one of these collections.
Oh, it might. It's
on your Instagram though, isn't it?
It is on my Instagram. It's very alcoholic, my fudge recipe. There's as much Bailey's in as what there is fudgy stuff, but my word, it tastes awesome. So can you see, when you know how long it is, you add the bottom on here. Just pop that on to hold it in place. I'm going to do, where's my bit? Here we go. I'm going to pop you in there and we'll trim the bottom off on here in just the same way. And do you know what? You could be doing these with the kids, because how fabulous are they that you can go through your Gemini Mini. So there's the bottom of it off there. I can take this off now, and then all you're going to do is come in with your scissors and join. So let's have a little look. I'll just cut this off to make life easier. I'm going to join those two bits together and it'll cut out the rest. Can you see?
Deanna's saying Joe is in tag heaven. I am. I'm literally in tag heaven. You know how much I love a tag. If you wanted to, could you just make plain tags with these as well and just die cut like some of your pattern papers using the same dies and just pop them over the top?
Exactly the same, and look at it, it's just perfect. I'm showing you how to do it a certain size to fit something like your recipe on, but if you can do it this size, the point is you can do it any size for that.
Awesome.
Look at this. I mean, come on, how awesome do these look, right? So that's how you would be making all your own tags. And aren't the tag shapes really cute? I'll get you to show everybody all the different tag shapes as well, Joe, because each one on them boards, it's probably the easiest for you to see all the different kind of tag tops. And I'll give this a bit of a clean down. I'll show you how to make the rest of that folder so that we can put all the other little bits and pieces in. We'll do that next.
Absolutely. So this one here, the Santa's sugar and the Santa's Kitchen sugar and spice, that's got sort of a traditional sort of elongated tag shape for you. The baking spirit's bright with the brownie. I love this because it's got that mason jar. Are they called mason jars in the States? I'm guessing they are.
And you know what? They are 10 times more popular than even what they are here.
Are they?
Yeah, every house has loads of mason jars in the US.
I'm just planning all the things I'm going to have in my mason jars when I move house. Preserved lemons and vanilla sugar. Oh, mason jar heaven. Right, you've then got this one here, which has got a cup, which is awesome, and then that sort of rounded shape. And then finally, your cookie one. The cookie one has got that sort of bow-shaped one on the top of there as well, which is awesome. You're getting all of them, though, in the collection. They are available individually if you just want to come in and just cherry pick. But it would be a very tough decision trying to pick which one or two you were going to go for. I'm going to show you that paper pad again because if I love tags, I reckon my second love would definitely be paper pads. We have some awesome paper pads here at Crafty TV, and this is definitely one of them. I think as well, even if you weren't going for the Santa's Kitchen, you could absolutely grab this paper pad or get a second one if you are getting Santa's Kitchen. You do get one included, which is awesome, as you can see there. I love that it's double-sided, really lovely colours, traditional things like poinsettias, great holly designs, all sorts of things. And remember, you're also then getting the ribbons in there too. You get all of it, £56 or $75. Club Inspired Platinum members, you would save over £11 on this collection. Platinum members in the US, you'd save $15 on this collection as well, which is awesome. So actually you get it all for $60 if you're a Platinum member in the US. Talking of Platinum members, Stacey, no, Sarah, Stacey has been in touch and says, oh, what am I like? 14 times platinum she is. She let me know. Thanks for clarifying.
Stacey, don't worry. There's time to live up to Joe's 16 times platinum expectation he's now got of you before Christmas.
Absolutely, there is. You'd be another 75 points there with this collection as well. Right,
well, no, Stacey won't get 75 points. Because Stacey's not even paying $75.
She'll get 60 points.
She'll pay $60.
Absolutely.
Being platinum's awesome. Best thing you could be. Right, are you ready? I'm going to show you how to do the whole little wrap. I'll give you a little bit of a Sara tip as well in here, okay? So this makes a wrap which is 5 by 7 inches and 1 inch wide. Now, if you were wanting to make an envelope box for this, bit of a top tip, your envelope box would want to be just a little bit deeper than 1 inch, and obviously all the envelope boxes are 1 inch. So I've cut my card to this size. I'm going to trim a little bit off so it's a tiny bit shorter, so it won't quite be 1 inch wide, be a tiny little bit. So watch this, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to get my whatchamacallit, guillotine out, and I'm going to cut, as Leanne would say, a fly's eyelash off the edge.
Or a warthog's nostril.
Or a warthog's nostril. So it literally has been, it's probably been about 1/8 of 1 inch I've cut off the edge, okay? So my cardstock, I was going to tell you, is now just less than 11. So it's like 10 3/4, 11 by 7. And we're going to bring in your scoreboard. There you go. You can see it's just shorter than 11 down here.
Awesome.
And we're going to bring in the scoreboard, and you're going to score at 5 inches, right? No, you're not. No, you're not. We're going to go no, that's right. Yeah, 5 inches. Turn it around and do 5 inches as well. Yeah, that's right. Because we want it to be exactly 5 by 7. But can you see this bit in the middle is now only 7/8 of 1 inch? Can you see that line there? It's just before. So we went to 5 and scored, turned it right around this side, went to 5 and scored. So tram lines in the middle are just slightly less than an inch. So it's just going to be a nice size to fit in a 5 by 7 inch envelope. Oh, I feel like I'm giving you loads of Sara top tips today.
Absolutely. Make sure you share this one or save it or bookmark it. Do all the things you need to do. June coming on Facebook. I have just made your fudge, Sara. Oh, waiting on it cooling right now.
Fabulous. How's it gone?
June, how's it gone? You need to let us know. But June, where do you live? We get an hour between the shows. So if you were 20 minutes or less away in the car, I'm pretty confident I could get to yours, get a bit and get back here by the time that Colour Me Happy show starts. What do you think, Sara?
I think you need to remember that you were trying to eat really healthy, Joe,
yes.
for a couple of weeks.
I am. I've been so good the last few days, but fudge,
I would, Joe, I told you I would make you some fudge. I'm just trying to be a good friend.
No, please don't. Be a good friend. That's it. Be a good influence. No fudge for me.
Right.
Not until Christmas, then all of the fudge.
Now, what I'm going to do, right, I'll remember that, right. What I'm going to do is I've just taken some of those lovely papers that we've got and I'm doing some matting and layering. So did you see I stuck that bit in the middle and I'm just going to do some matting and layering and stick them all over the front onto some of the plain cardstocks that we've got as well. So you can literally watch me do some lovely assembly, Joe.
Awesome. Loads of you, Dieta says, one can never have too much pretty paper. I agree with you implicitly, Dieta. And we do bring some really gorgeous papers. Dieta also says, I need to save this show. I love this little folder. I would put in a packet of hot cocoa and a Hershey bar. Ooh, what Hershey bar would it be? Because it would be the cookies and cream one I'd be after if I was going to have a Hershey bar at Christmas.
Can you
tell I'm starved of chocolate and sweet things this week? Honestly, I'm staying out of the gallery because it's like an Aladdin's cave of chocolate and biscuits in there. It's like running the gauntlet every time you come into the studio, trying not to dive in and get a biscuit. But no, lots of you. And the thing is, as we were saying the other day, was it you and I saying the other day, Sara, that Christmas calories don't count?
Yeah,
which is the most awesome thing.
There's actually a saying for that on the one of these stamps.
Is there?
There is a stamp that says Christmas calories don't count.
They don't. I'm just wondering when they start not counting from. Someone said September. I think that might be a little bit early.
I think that's someone being really nice to you there, Joe.
I think maybe the 1st of December they don't count from.
Yeah, I would.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I would have said that. Right, all I'm doing is using the ultra thin red liner tape. Right, so the really thin one, and I'm even going round the corners with one piece just to kind of make it a little bit easier, because that's the one thing about the red. Obviously you can't tear it, you have to cut each piece that you do. So
it looks, that paper is gorgeous. That is the paper from the Santa's Kitchen paper pad, I'm guessing, Sara.
That's the one.
I love the candy stripe. It is just beautiful.
Well, as gutting as it is, that's going on the inside. That was the back of the piece I was using.
I guess, though, the great thing is, with it being double-sided, it does give you double the options on how you can use it, which is absolutely awesome. And I'd definitely say grab an extra one if you are coming in for this collection. Maybe you're not going for the collection, maybe you just want to get the gorgeous paper pad. You can absolutely do that as well. It's available individually. We don't have a huge amount of them. Christine Mahoney says, I think this must be about your fudge recipe. Caster sugar is not a thing they have in the US.
Oh.
Can you ask Sara if she's used granulated sugar in place of the caster sugar? Does it work? It'll be the one down. So icing sugar, what we call icing sugar, is confectioner's sugar in the US.
Right.
And then you've got granulated sugar, but there's one between. What's that one called in between? That's what we call caster sugar in the UK. So what is that one in the US? Let me know in the comments. I hope that answers your question. Would granulated sugar work?
To be honest, in my fudge, I use Demerara sugar as well. So, which is your brown. So you could use that. Basically, for my fudge recipe, I use a brown sugar. So, but yes, honestly, I switch my sugars about all the time. When I'm doing like fudge and sweets and chocolates, I just think if it's sugar, you can't really go wrong.
Just whatever's in the cupboard, really. It all goes in, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's me.
And if it doesn't work, it goes in the the bin. Well, the bin in Sarah's house is it goes to her dad.
Goes
if it
to Frank.
work.
I was going to say nothing goes in the bin. I've had it where I made the first lot of fudge I made Joe. It went horribly wrong, and I tried remelting it down to remake it, which made it even worse. And so basically, it was a complete unmitigated disaster, which means I still sent it to me dad. He called it his jaw-breaking fudge.
I'm sure it was still yummy.
Look at that. So I've got my Christmas tag. It doesn't have to be even hot chocolate. This. I've got my Christmas tags in here, and I'm gonna put me cuddle in a cup. Look at that. How cute does that look over the front? So I'm just going to add this one here. All I'm going to do, Joe, so I know we're getting towards the end of the show, so I'm just going to do a little bit of decoration, and as long as you can see me doing bits of decoration, you can give everybody whatever they need.
Absolutely. Loads of you still chatting away. Don't forget as well about absolutely everything you've seen on this show today. I urge you most definitely to get yourself over to our website and look at the Shop the Show in this particular show, but also go have a look at all of the end of summer sale products that we've got for you. So 70% up, 70% off a whole host of different products, and you can see that over on our website. Also remember that there's another great show just around the corner here today on Crafters TV as well, because in just over an hour, myself and Sarah are back with a very shiny Colour Me Happy. It's going to be a really, really busy show just there. Oh, look at this, we've switched. Sarah's crafting. No one puts Sarah in the corner normally.
Sarah is in the corner.
She is indeed. I just want to quickly whiz through the Edgeables again because it is so busy here. Remember what you're getting. You're getting 6, you're paying for 2. So you've got the Venetian scrolls, which is this one here. You're also going to receive the traditional lace. You've got the butterfly lace in here, the Edwardian rose, the heartfelt wishes. You've also then got as well the ornate henna, which is that one there. All 6 of those coming your way, $19.98 or $27.90, 60% of the stock is gone, with a lot of that in baskets at the moment as well. Now, remember the favour boxes. Let me just take you through these. It's called fine sugar in the US. Caster sugar is called fine sugar.
Oh, fine sugar, great to know.
2 different collections here for you. So you've got this gorgeous one here. This is going to give you the trinket box. Oh, let me do it the other way around for you. Here we go. This one just here is going to give you the bonbon box, which is that one, along with this one here, which is your... I've got that wrong again, haven't I? Which is your...
Joe, they're just all awesome. Doesn't matter what they're called.
Get them all, right? Get all of them. They're in 2 different collections. I'm going to have to get it right because it's going to... Oh, now I'm not the cards over as well. It was all going so well. So...
Put Joe back in the box.
Right, you get basically the bonbon and the gift carton, which is on your screen at the moment, which is that one and that one, which is that one and that one. That's option 1 for you, right? Oh, it was all going so well until the last few minutes. You tell it's our first day back. Then you've also got this one here, which is the honeycomb and the trinket, which makes that one and that one. Whew, we got there in the end. Everyone though, I don't know why I worry, because everyone's going for all of them. Go for all 4, £54, $62, saving you almost $100, which is amazing value for money. How are you getting on in Santa's kitchen over there?
Oh, well, talk about timing, Joe. I've literally just finished that. Everyone's been able to kind of watch what I'm doing, but I think that's really cute. Look at that. So, we're down. So I just stuck one of the recipes on the front for the homemade chocolate chip cookies. You could give somebody that's got all the recipe there. And then I've got my cuddle in a cup. So I've got my little hot chocolate piece in here. And because I used that red liner tape, it's stuck down lovely. And then I've just got my little tags in there with all my other recipes in there. Little Christmas notes. Isn't that a fabulous little project?
It is absolutely beautiful. I've really loved this show, Sarah. It's been gorgeous. And
also, if you think this one's lovely, wait till you see that you've got an hour's break and then you've got another awesome one. You've got a whole day of Sarah awesomeness today.
Absolutely. It's a double Sarah Friday. What better way to take yourself into the weekend? Don't forget to check out your baskets. Make sure you grab the deals and bargains that you want from this show, also in the end of summer sale as well, across on our website. Get yourself some lunch, a cuppa, some breakfast, whatever it is you're doing, but make sure you join us back here in just under an hour's time. So we'll see you back for a fabulous Colour Me Happy show here in an hour. Take care.